So, have you ever heard of calorie density? Well, calorie density is something that you need to know if you're serious about losing weight. Well, in today's video, I'm going to talk about calorie density. I'm going to talk about what it is. I'm going to talk about why it's important if you're serious about losing weight. And I'm going to talk about different strategies on how you can implement it to get the best weight loss results possible. So let's get into the video. So before we get into the video, my name is MrFitness, the body transformation specialist. And on my channel, I talk a lot about weight loss. But I also talk about a lot of other topics related to weight loss. So if you're looking to get the best information and learn how you can lose the most amount of weight possible the quickest, then you're definitely going to want to consider subscribing to the channel and hit that bell notification so you never, ever miss another video that I upload. Also, if you'd like to find out how you can work out with me live, every week, Monday through Sunday, I do live Zoom workouts. So for more information on how you can get on those workouts and get a free 7 days, click the link below in the description. Now, with that out of the way, let's get into the video. So what is calorie density? So to keep it simple, calorie density is nothing more than the measure of how many calories are in a given food by weight, normally expressed as calories per pound. So a food that has a high calorie density is simply a food that has a lot of calories for a small amount of food. And a food that has a low calorie density is the exact opposite. So which food do you think is better to eat if you want to lose weight? Comment below and let me know what you think. So why is calorie density so important for weight loss? So some might argue that the key to weight loss is nothing more than calories in versus calories out. And some people don't even think that calories are even important. And I'm not here today to argue either of those. But what can't be argued or disagreed with is that all calories aren't created equal. Take, for instance, celery and avocado oil. Now, 2 tablespoons of avocado. Take, for instance, celery and avocado oil. Now, 2 tablespoons of avocado oil has roughly about 235 calories per serving. Now, if you take celery to equal that amount in avocado oil, you would have to eat 4 pounds of celery. And I know no one eats 4 pounds of celery, but I'm pretty sure it's much easier to overeat avocado oil than it is celery. So by definition, if you want to lose weight, you should focus on low calorie density foods. There was actually a study that tracked 12 people over a period of a year, and they found that they lost on average 17 pounds after switching to a low calorie density diet. Part of the reason why low calorie density foods are so amazing at helping you lose weight is because they allow you to eat so much more while still cutting back on your calories. And part of the reason why is because low calorie density foods are normally very filling. You see, your stomach has something called stretch receptors. And what they are is they send signals to your brain when you're full, simply telling you to stop eating. And part of the reason why high density calorie foods tend to cause you to gain weight is because by the time your body sends that signal to your brain to stop eating, you've already eaten too much, and that's where the weight gain comes from. So now that we know what calorie density is and why it's important for weight loss, what are some examples of low calorie density foods? The first food on my list is vegetables. Now, most vegetables have the lowest calorie density of any food around, and that's because they're filled with water, they're higher in fiber, and they're normally low in carbs. The second on the list is meat. Most lean meats like chicken, turkey, and fish are extremely low calorie density, plus they're really high in protein. Third on my list is fruit. Now, I already know what you're going to say. Fruit, yeah, it's high in sugar and carbs, but when it comes to calorie density, fruits are extremely low on the scale. But when it comes to fruit, stick to berries because they're the lowest of the low. And fourth on my list is whole eggs. Now, part of the reason why I specified whole eggs is because the yolk is what makes the egg the most low calorie density protein there is, especially when you combine eggs with other foods. So now that we know some examples of low calorie density foods, what are some examples of high calorie density foods? I can tell you right now, if you like junk food, you're not gonna like what's coming up next. First on my list is potato chips. So potato chips, like most sweet foods, tend to be high in sugar, high in fat, and they are very easy to overeat. I mean, when was the last time you put your hand in a potato chip bag and ate only a few chips? The answer for me is probably never. The second on my list is cookies. Like the chips, cookies are very high in sugar, very high in fat, and again, extremely easy to overeat. Down below in the comments, comment your favorite cookie, the one you love the most. Mine is actually those Sandies, with the pecans in it, or the peanut butter cookies. Third on my list of high calorie density foods is fast food. Fast food meals are some of the most high calorie density foods around, and studies actually show that a normal fast food meal has twice as many calories as a meal you would cook at home. That is a healthy meal that you would cook at home. The fourth thing on my list is oils. Now, although certain oils are healthy, like olive oil and coconut oil and avocado oil, you still got to be very careful with oils because they are very calorie dense and also easy to overeat. And the fifth food on my list is nuts. Now, nuts are similar to some oils in that they're very, very healthy and have a lot of health benefits, but they're also still very calorie dense and very easy to overeat. Comment below your favorite nut. That nut that you can't help but overeat. Mine is cashews, and I love cashews. And the third on my list is sodas and sugary drinks. When it comes to calorie density, whenever possible, try not to drink your calories. Most of those drinks are loaded with calories for such a small amount. So now that we've got some examples of low calorie density foods and high calorie density foods, how can you use this information to your weight loss advantage? The first thing you can do is never ever eat till you're uncomfortably full. Remember I talked about those stretch receptors before? By the time you're uncomfortably full, it's already too late. The second thing you can do is make sure that you fill up on lean meats and vegetables. The third thing you can do is start off each meal with either a big salad or a soup. Doing either of these is more likely to make sure that you don't overeat. The fourth thing you can do is make sure that you drink plenty of water before your meals as well as during your meals. This is another thing that's likely to prevent you from overeating. And the fifth thing you can do is limit processed foods. The ones that are really tasty and really easy to overeat. Yeah, limit those. Comment below your favorite snack food, the one that you just can't resist. Mine is peanut butter. Just give me a jar of my favorite peanut butter and a spoon, and I'm good to go. So guys, with all that being said, if you're trying to lose weight, you're going to be much better off focusing on low calorie density foods. Now, I'm not saying that you should only eat low calorie density foods, but the low calorie density foods should be your priority. So question, what is the first thing you're going to do to add more low calorie density foods into your diet? Comment below so we can continue the conversation. Also, if you've got any additional things that you'd like to add to the list, comment those below as well. Well, guys, that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it. And if you hadn't done so already, make sure you like, subscribe, share, and comment on the video. Guys, this is Mr. Fitness, the body transformation specialist, signing off. And as always, where there's a will, there's a way. And I hope you have another amazingly fantastic day. Till next time.